Hey there, gorgeous gays. Version 2 here with Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Today, we shall rise from the ashes. Get it? Like a phoenix. This is already starting off very differently. Double stab. 2 simultaneous murders in 2 different... This is already very different. Well, that's the police department. That was the police department. I recognize the doll on the wall. I interrupted Fullmetal Alchemist for this. Hopefully it's worth it. To keep in mind, this guy's originally on the DS, so they felt the need to show that off that they could do 3D graphics. Yeah. So... for those who don't know, even though I explained it a lot at the end of the last episode, this is Rise from the Ashes. Get it? Because he's a phoenix. This is a case that is exclusive to anything that came after that. Spoiler warning thing? Good point. There we go. Thank you. I always forget that because I don't want to put it on every series because it feels too douchey to put it on every series. But this is an important one. Yeah, this was not on the original Game Boy Advance one. So how the last thing felt like the final thing, to the point where we even got credits, because on Game Boy Advance it was, and this was added afterwards. So there's that. That's a thing. It's not adapted for the anime, so it's especially new territory for me. Was the anime made like before the DS version, or was it just because it's made afterwards? It's not like plot relevant, so it's not. Was Steel Samurai in the anime? That's my question. Was Steel Samurai in the anime, or they literally just do the 3, like, heavily, like, story-focused ones? Like, character arc-focused stuff. Steel Samurai was? Okay. Anime was only a few years ago, but this case is 100% canon. Oh, the anime's that recent? Shit, I figured the anime was, like, old as fuck. Oh, okay. Well, there's that. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. Is Maya the one who goes out and finds people to hire? Jesus. I've had offers, but none I took. Anime aired between 5 and 6. Jesus, okay, it is way more recent than I thought. Fuck me. So Phoenix is all depressed and sad that Maya's not there. So he's not taking any cases. / Edgeworth paid him so fucking much for the last case that he doesn't need the work. That is, until the day that girl showed up. Shit, are we about to get noir as fuck? February 22nd. Yeah, this is a while. Post Maya depression. To be fair, Maya is awesome, so I can understand being depressed without her there. Why do I come here to the office every day? Phoenix, I assume it's because you live here. It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally! Where have you been? Hello? Hi, I like you because you've got pins. I wear pins. My jacket's hanging up, I can't grab it. I have pins too. Look at all my pins. They're all upside down, but look at all my enamel pins. Look at them all. There's so many of them. There's so many pins there. There's pins there for games that I haven't even played yet. Because I just bought them off Fangamer. I just bought like a shitload of pins for a bunch of different games on Fangamer because I went overboard. Well, some of them have arrived. Some of them are in the other thing. I've got so many pins. I got this Pikachu one. This Pikachu one's adorable. Look, it's surfing Pikachu. But wait a minute. Oh, it's flying Pikachu. And then, oh, look, it's surfing Pikachu again. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Hello there, lady. What voice should I give her? Keep in mind, I'm bad at women voices. Ironic, I know. But, because I haven't practiced. Ironic, I know. What voice should I give her? Where have you been? I'm just gonna continue until I get that. A voice that you've prepared to do this whole case. Oh, that you're prepared to do this whole case. Yeah, but I was prepared to do the fucking demon voice for Von Karma for several games. I figured he'd be the final boss of every game, but now the bitch is in prison, so there's that. Just Maya again? That's lame. That's lame. Maya voice isn't even a thing. Also, I got up on the last spot. The taser scene not happening in the anime thing really caught me off guard. Damn. Damn, you telling me Manfred von Karma doesn't do heat moves in the anime? That sucks. I love how they get funky with the theme music, just renewed funky. This one has a nice theme. My sister's trial is tomorrow! I don't know your sister. Also, I don't know you. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. I have so many things to break to you. She's dead. The person who possesses her, or gets possessed by her, I don't really know, is not here. Look at my chest. Do you see it? Do you see massive amounts of cleavage? You're not Mia Fey, are you? No, not quite. Not quite. The office isn't even named after her anymore. I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Hey, look, we defeated a dude who's been undefeated for 40 years. At this point, we've now earned the fucking title of Ace Attorney. Right. Fancy glasses. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yeah, I knew this bitch would make me famous. Solved a 15-year-old case too. Solved a 15-year-old case on the final day of it being allowed. And found out it was the prosecutor of the case who did it. To be fair, us solving DL6 was like 50% bullshit, 50% pure random fucking luck. Like, so many things lined up perfectly for us to solve DL6. It is way more luck than anything else. Like, the whole case, Phoenix is grasping at the million straws that exist, and the luck just happens to fall perfectly. So let's say for your schedule, this case runs long, so don't feel like I gotta do X amount in one stream. No, I'm gonna do one investigation, one trial. That's how I'm gonna do it. I don't care how long that takes, I'm gonna do that. All you bitches are staying up until 4 AM with me, I don't care. 5% luck, 10% skill, 15% concentrate power will. I think it's a little bit more than 5% luck, but I do appreciate the reference. Machine shop! Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. Or did the murder. But I have work tomorrow. Well, then go to bed when you think it's reasonable and miss out on the rest of it. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm pretty good at this point. Screw you. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Oh god, don't start giving me that title. Good thing I'm sick and have nothing to do tomorrow. Woo! Just call in sick, Alexia. Alexia, I think it's I think we said Alexia. I've forgotten, I'm sorry. I think it was Alexia. Just call in sick. call in sick because you're watching this fully sick streamer. Yeah. Also, the idea of undefeated defense attorney. I don't like that. People who are undefeated start getting a big head about themselves and then get defeated by some plucky upstart. I want that to happen to me. Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please! I'm out of time! But, please, you have to help. It's my sister! Huh? Oh. He's gonna be guilted into it. He's gonna be guilted into it for sisters. He's been defeated for over 20 years. Yes, we're counting the parts where he wasn't a lawyer. Well, he wasn't defeated then. Undefeated 24 years running. Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma. Emma Sky. I'm trying to work out the pun there and I can't. I'm a Sky. I don't know. I'm a scientific investigator. Emma Sky? Is that somehow turned into science? I don't know. I do see her test tubes, and I guess, yeah, she's wearing a lab coat. And a giant ribbon. Also a giant ribbon. Scientific investigator? He technically did win his own trial in the 4th grade, which Edgeworth's help. Well, he wasn't the... I was about to say he wasn't the defense attorney. I was gonna say he wasn't the defense... Technically, Edgeworth is an undefeated defense attorney. Who was technically the defense attorney in the class trial? Because Phoenix kind of represented himself. But Edgeworth was... I don't know. I feel like it's picking at straws there. I mean, if it's anything like Danganronpa's things, there is no, like, prosecutor or defense or anything like that. It's just a bunch of people yelling at each other. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator. Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just, you seem kind of, jumpy. Or maybe just young? Trying to be mean. Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Wow. Wow, that is young. That is young. I feel like you're also taller than us, which is like, damn. Miles and Larry defense, basically. Probably some random student was the prosecutor. I feel like the teacher was. The teacher was a bitch. Does this make Larry our defense attorney by default? He's the only one who defended us besides the victim, Edgeworth. I guess Edgeworth is... I don't know. Class trials are confusing. Teacher would likely be judged by default. That would make sense. She's judge, jury, and executioner. Yes, Phoenix was gonna die if he was guilty. You know how horrible teachers are. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm said to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. Alright, so we're dealing with someone who is very smart. I appreciate this. Larry Butts, undefeated attorney. That is a cursed sentence right there. So what is exactly your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less. Create another future professional in training. Phoenix, I'm noticing that you seem to exclusively hang out with teenagers. What's going on here? Well, if you're hanging out with women, they're teenagers. How old's Penny? How old was Penny? I think Penny was in her 20s. I missed the stream when it originally came out, but have we talked about how fucked that class trial was? It was literally ridiculous. It was literally a ridiculously traumatic event for Phoenix. That's what class trials are. It was punishment time at the end. Phoenix was gonna, like, be literally drowned in a pool of money. Oh yeah, but it's like, it's so traumatic for Phoenix and the others barely even remember it. Penny was 18. Okay, every woman that we've met is either a teenager or like 70. I guess Vasquez is like the exception. And Mia, but like, Mia was out of the picture so early and also inhabited the body of a teenager and then showed off her tits. We're getting questionable here. We've literally seen Mia for more time in a teenager's body than in her own body, so I'm counting it still as teenager. Mia's age is currently non-applicable. My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. She'd like slice, but not stab. So it's a murder case. Can we like defend someone against something that isn't a death? Can we like just defend someone for like embezzlement or some shit? I mean, I guess they're civil cases, so I don't know if civil cases have a defense attorney, but still. Also, April May. I forgot about April May. I forgot she existed. Edgeworth single-handedly offsets it all. Don't worry. Fair enough. The only crime is murder. There are other crimes other than murder. There have been other people who have been arrested other than murder. April May got arrested for a thing that wasn't a murder. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. I mean, to be fair, Phoenix, how many witnesses have we had before and they've all been wrong? We literally succeed by proving the witnesses wrong. That is our #1 trick in court. What are you talking about, Phoenix? Right, I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Faye, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? I mean, Mia was famous. Our MO is prove perjury. Does everyone else get arrested when they purge? Perjury? Purger? I don't know, actually. I was gonna say purge, but no, that's a different thing. No, because, no, salmonella comes out. Fucking, lot of heart comes out. I assume the parrot's fine. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I don't think being a scientist is that unusual, Phoenix. There's quite a few of them. Perjury's just not a big deal in this universe, I guess? True. True. Is perjury that big of a deal in our universe? I feel like people lie all the fucking time in court, and I don't have any idea how many of those are. Pot meat cattle. Perjure! There it is. There's a word. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. So far, I like Emma. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. But look, look, I like you. I appreciate your science. I love that a lot. I like literally have hydrogen tattooed on my arm. I appreciate it a lot. But if you're looking for a case to be handled scientifically, I feel like Phoenix is really far from who you want. If you want something solved by someone yelling until they fucking win, by just calling out people's bullshit, you come to Phoenix. If you want something solved scientifically, you might need to look elsewhere. I don't know if Phoenix knows what science is. He knows what evidence is, but like barely. Your sister. I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Partnership ended with magic teenager. Science teenager's my new partner. Damn. Relation to Mia. How do you know Mia? My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. Oh, okay. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. How old's your sister then? Like, if Mia's a few years younger than your sister, how old's your sister then? And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. I'm trying to think if I've known anyone in my life named Mia. I feel like it's a name I've heard a bunch in media, not actually personally known. Profiles don't exist, shut up. They don't exist, I don't know. You should have a certain career goal, 15 years old. Phoenix, right? Decided to be a defense attorney when he was 8 years old, so he could talk into the guy he only knew for a few months in 4th grade. Great point. This lawyer barely knows what evidence is, but he wins cases and he can't argue with the results. I mean, you can argue with the results of Edgeworth and Volcano, because they were fabricated. Mia, Dia, there's something there. She's super dead. When I have sister's profile at any house, so it wouldn't help. True. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Oh, music went quiet. I feel like they're not close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? Phoenix, if someone... my god. Phoenix, I need you to get that foot out of your mouth. Jesus Christ. What did you think the answer to that question would be, Phoenix? What did you think the answer to it would be? Even if they weren't dead, it wasn't going to be a fucking good one. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have thought for like 5 seconds before I asked that. Phoenix, you're an anime character. None of you have parents. That's why everyone is an orphan. Every single person. Phoenix, right, no social skills. Like, if someone says, this person who isn't one of my parents is my only family, where do you think the parents are? Again, even if they're not dead, it's not gonna be good. I think Phoenix has once in his life thought before opening his mouth, if there's anything that the court records have proved, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Ignore his constant internal monologue. To be fair, when he has an internal monologue, he normally speaks it out the very next second. So... oh, I already did that. I'm trying to do a move. What do you... I don't think you need to fabricate stuff to make this super gay. I feel like it's already pretty gay to begin with. I don't think you need to fabricate stuff to make it gayer. To be fair, my parents are alive, but my sister is my only family as far as I'm concerned. Well, that's my point, right? Even if they're not dead, if someone says someone who isn't my parents is the only family that I have, the answer to where the parents is going to be, regardless of the situation, isn't going to be a positive one. So why would you ask it? In any situation, it's not going to be good. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. God, I thought I told you I didn't want any visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister. No excuse. I hate this. They always give me voices for characters before I actually see them. So I just talk normally. No excuses. Or did you not want to race this year? Understood, ma'am. What was all that about? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. She seems like a bitch. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Can I just assume... shoot Franz Ferdinand vibes. Can I just assume she's guilty because she's in the military? Look, if there's one thing that we know that people in the military love doing, it's murdering innocent people. So can I just assume that she's guilty? I'm just gonna assume she's guilty. I'm gonna assume she's guilty. She's looking pretty fucking guilty over here. Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana. Lana Sky. I'm Chief Prosecutor for this district. Oh, she's the Chief Prosecutor. Oh, you're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana. I mean, they're just like... They're sisters. Other than they are sisters and one is a lawyer, I don't see any similarities yet, but okay. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Yeah, I'm bad at... I think I can do exaggerated male voices pretty easily. I don't know how to do exaggerated women voices that aren't old back. There are no other pairs of sisters in Japanifornia. I feel like two people being sisters is like not that surprising. Phoenix has a very sheltered life. There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright. Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21 at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. Oh, okay, then credits roll. I feel like this case is gonna be very easy then. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? I tried to compare shit too, that don't mean shit. Look, it just means I'm gonna have to bullshit a lot of things to get you out of it. The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk. Classy. I was arrested on the spot. Caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. You better not have killed Chinchilla. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Yeah, you killed a cop and, like, you're fucked. Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So you're the Chief Prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled in prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities, in a nutshell. Cops are gonna be vindictive? Never! 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 Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's Chief Prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Well, I've never seen you before. You've never showed up. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible. You wouldn't. I notice your hand is being pushed. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? How do you know Mia? You're in a school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey, fuck you! Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year, and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. Nah, I'm pretty sure you're talking about these bitches being gay. Pretty sure you mean these bitches are gay. These bitches are gay. Phoenix and Evelyn tipped the scale so much we had to add some lesbians. Exactly. Yeah, she's just gonna get up there and immediately just say, yeah, I murdered him. Look, I cut myself when I did it. And the judge is gonna be like, Phoenix, do you even want to try? Not really. I was the best there was. Oh. Sure she wasn't a lesbian? I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright. Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there is no way you can take this case. None. But Lana! I really appreciate that the game devs looked at how Hopeless Case 4 setup was and said, we're gonna top that. We've somehow got to make this even more impossible to defend. The person openly admitting their guilt and having evidence that they did it. Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe a discussion here has ended. The rest, I leave to you. Eh? You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. Oh my god! Sorry. You clearly don't know how much of a dumbass Phoenix is. Saying it's impossible just makes him want to do it more. Just makes him even more determined. A certain AU, I'm not sure what AU means. My friend sent me about Lana and Mia, something that makes a lot more sense. Probably something to do with lesbian fanfiction. My god, this bitch is gay. Well, at least one of the bitches gay. I don't know if Lana's gay. We know that Mia is. Alternate universe or golds. We're probably not in this context. Well, my first thought process went to Australia. An alternate Australia where it's actually real. There's something else going on here, and I'm gonna find out what. I will solve this impossible case, because every case is impossible. Look, I can't take any normal cases. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know. But you did say that she is sometimes like this, because you hate it when she's like this. Alternate Australia where a pair of lesbians can just be there. Yeah, instead of being hassled all the time for being gay. Look, some people in this country try to pretend that we're progressive, but lol, no. No, not even slightly. Have you seen the Here We Go Lesbians video? I have seen that. never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. Stop yawning, you stupid fuck! Jesus Christ. I'm having a really bad issue actually, like, falling asleep now. I always end up with issues of just, like, okay, what's my issue with sleep currently? And currently my issue is falling asleep, where it takes me a good, now, 3 hours to fall asleep, which it never used to. But it takes me, like, 3 goddamn fucking hours to fall asleep now, so I'm always tired. So I apologize that I've been yawning constantly. Fuck! I'm just very tired all the time now. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. A prosecutor being likable? I don't think so. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay! Alright. Alright. So you're just new Mia for this case. Not the country. Or, is Namia a country or a city? I forget. Or an island. It's one of them. It's one of those. But Mia's run away, so we got a new Mia for this. Fuck! Sorry. Sorry. Gonna be a long few hours while we're yawning all the time. Replacement Maya. Maya, sorry. I'm already calling Maya Mia. Sorry, Maya's crying, knowing that I accidentally called her Mia. Science Maya. Damn. I honestly, I'm shocked in this universe where ghosts exist that science still exists. So this is the lot where it all happens. Looks like they're still investigating. Let's barge in and get our fingerprints on everything. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work! Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Well, they're gonna be my co-workers 3 years from now after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying to not stand out too much here, see? Attorneys aren't meant to examine crime scenes? Excuse me, what? What have you been doing literally this entire game, Phoenix? If she wants to be stealthy, go out and knock them all out before they see us. She could do some takedowns. She's probably got some potions in there to drug up people. Look, she's a scientist. She's got a Batman utility belt. I'm so sick of yawning already. Hey there. You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? Whoa! What do we have here? I mean, like, I know sometimes there's some real cowboys in the police department, but this is a bit ridiculous. Defense attorneys aren't technically not supposed to, just the prosecutor. We just get special permission from Gumshoe for some fucking reason. Looks like Bambino got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall! He's shaving with a kukri knife! What the fuck is this dude? Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambino. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. Stand user, motherfucker. Character design in this case is way more interesting since we're using DS resolution rather than GBA resolution to make the sprites. So cowboys. So cowboys. You know what dreams the cacti? What dreams the Wait, you know what dreams the cacti in the desert dream? You want to? I don't know what the fuck that sentence means. It's a joke here about how cowboys and samurais existed at the same time. That always fucks me up whenever I remember it. I'm excited to get to Kantan Edition and see some American cowboys in that. HD sprites that are actually nice, because they were designed to be HD from the beginning. What's this guy talking about? Oh yeah, and down in the whiskey. Look, we're on the DS now. Look at how more powerful it is. Whoa! Did I hear Red Steel 2? I thought I heard Red Steel 2. Sorry, I hear red steel, so I think swinging a sword with the Wiimote, so I think no more heroes. I'll get around to that eventually. I've just got several games to beat before it. You'll head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Phoenix is just like, oh god, what the fuck have I gotten myself involved in? There's even more ridiculous shitheads around this time. Ah! Was that a hombre, a friend of yours? Jesus Christ. Phoenix, despite the fact that you're Japanese, you sounded incredibly fucking white just then. Kind of? Sort of? Yeah, he's a detective? He thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Look, some people take their cosplay really seriously. Stop yawning. I swear to God, I'll punch you in the throat. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. And don't touch stuff I don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? So you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. So that I've never played Resident Evil despite being a Wii enthusiast. I'm also surprised that the term Wii enthusiast is a thing. I will punch me in the throat if I yawn again. Exactly! I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of yawning. This wall's in our way. I mean, it looks like it's pretty out of the way. It's tucked over to the side. Oh no! Ah! Stop it. Resident Evil 1 is forgettable and bland. Resident Evil 2 is a fantastic game and 90% unrelated to the first game. Look, I can't add everything to the list. This wall's in that. I got myself like really. I didn't even punch myself. I just pressed my fist against it, but I got like under here really awkwardly. Ugh. So the wall's in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fair to see how it makes any difference either way. Okay. There's a lot of shit going on here. Okay. Oh god, are we gonna have an argument about ladders again? A ladder! That's a step ladder. That's not a... What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. That is explicitly not a... Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. Très chic. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe? Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. You stop making so many narrow-minded scientific assumptions. I'm pretty sure the word for scientific assumption is just hypothesis. It's folded up and leaning against the wall where you can see at the bottom where the feet are slanted because it's folded. It's not a stepladder. It's not a stepladder. I had to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Very related conversation. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Look, I'll be honest, I don't know what a stepladder is. I'll be honest, I don't know what a stepladder is. Yo, wallet! Hey, Emma, quick question. How into crime are you? Do you like committing crimes? My previous partner would steal this. It's a ladder by... Kinda just gonna remove that so no one can see it. Look, I know I said I wanted puns, but wow. Excuse me, officer? Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? I was gonna steal that. What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything in a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. She loved crime. I appreciate that my partners like crime. More crime, yeah. Commit more crimes. I'm called to duty already and had at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. A step ladder is the kind that folds up and has two sides, while a regular ladder is just the kind that's a single plank. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Oh. Then why is it called a step ladder? Because it has steps? But, like, it just has rungs. It's not a crime if we call it science. Look, everyone knows it's impossible to do a crime and a science at the same time. It's one or the other. Absolutely. I still don't know what... I never realized that's what a stepladder was. I thought a stepladder was just, like, a short ladder, because the idea was you step on top of the ladder. That's what I... See, the people that I've hung around, that's what it's been. Like the previous job that I worked at, there was two ladders. There was the ladder and there was the step ladder. And my boss called the step ladder the short one, because the idea is you could step onto the top of it. Like, you could stand on the top and it would be solid and safe. The steps leading up to it won't get height. You would just stand on the top of it. And that was the step ladder, and the other one was the full ladder. A regular ladder has rungs that you climb with hands and feet. Step ladders you just climb on with your legs. Like 99% of video game ladders are just regular ladders. I mean, to be fair, if I was using a ladder like that, I would absolutely still go up it with my hands and feet, because I don't trust myself on ladders. But yeah, no, like, we referred to the ladder that was a short one as a step ladder, because the idea was that you could stand on top of it and it would be solid and sturdy and safe. Where something that tall, you don't stand on the top of those. That's no, because it will tip over really easily. If you did that still. That's what I thought the difference was. So I always thought that him calling something a step ladder was him just, like, saying that the ladder's too short to be a full ladder. What I'm realizing is that my old boss was an idiot, which is something that I already knew, so... Okay, now. Look at the court record. Alright, court record, yep. Okay. Wallet. We have a wallet. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. What is happening? I see a blueprint. Now let's start examining from every angle. Oh my god. We have a 3D fucking model. Wait, we're with the smartest character in the game so far, because they actually look at shit. They actually look at the clues for more than 2 seconds before deciding what it is. Behold the power of the Nintendo DS. I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with the press of the A button. Hey, LA Noire, eat your fucking heart out. This is literally just examining shit in LA Noire. That's what this is. It's an ID card. Damn, unfortunately it printed it really blurry. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID number that. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Hey, Goodman's ID added to the court record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I gotta be on my toes from now on. Scientific opening of the wallet. Okay, any gimmicks you see in this case, I'm supposed to see again until for the first game. Yeah, this is the DS shit. This is the DS shit. Yeah! Yeah! Hey! It's got his number on it. This is what the back of the badge looks like. And I always thought I had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way, you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. Well, no one would look at it. Well, that's no fun. How does it screw in? Does it have a screw on the back that, like, you put it through a hole and then it screws in on the back? Interesting. Interesting. How sensitive if your MS guy said science at science. I mean, I will admit, a screw-in pin holder is much better than anything else that I've got. Like, back to my incredible pin collection over here. We'll use this Polaris the Mortal Coil pin as an example. I have these fancy pins on, like, backers. These pin backers. Sorry, I gotta do the makeup tutorial thing. I got these fancy pin backers on here. Where, like, it has the little clip and then you go, boop, right? That you can't really see on camera. But, like, so it's got the base there, and then this top bit here is like a little plate that pulls up. I'll try to turn it so you can see what I'm doing. There you go. Boop, 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 boop. And that lifts up and then it comes off. And these are really solid. Ever since I've been using these, I haven't had a single pin backing lost. I've lost a few pins beforehand because I just had the plain old butterfly ones. But since getting these ones, I've not had a single one lost. But this, no, that I've had sometimes close encounters, but I've never lost a pin since getting those. But this, nothing would fall off this. You know what I'm now realizing? I have my collection of enamel pins. And like I'm increasing my collection of enamel pins by a ridiculous amount. I should get one of these. I should get one of these. That looks cool. Unless these are also just what they look like in real life. Unless this is also just what they actually look like in real life, in which case it's probably slightly not allowed to just make these. Really seems like lapel pin openly declaring your profession is a thing in Japan between lawyers and yakuza. Yeah, what if I get a Tojo Clan enamel pin? Would that go down well? I don't think it would go down well. I don't think that would go well. I mean, I have enamel pins that tell you my job. It tells you that I'm queer as fuck. Fuck. I don't wear this one anymore. I still have this one, but I don't wear it anymore. So I've got a flag one now. But it tells people that I'm queer as shit. And then this one tells people I'm a pervert. It's kinda. Sorry, I'll stop showing off my pins. I'm literally planning up on my wall next to my flag. I want to get a corkboard to stick all of my pins into because I'm having all my desk right now and it's way too messy. But I have a very thin and tall space and trying to find one that narrowly fits that is very difficult. Very, very difficult. I have way too many pins on Etsy just in a folder on my favorites on my computer. There's way too many of them. There's a ridiculous amount. And already a shitload being shipped from... I'm getting too many enamel pins. The idea is I want to change one out every day I go to work. I think they did at one point make some Yakuza pins, but they might be tough to get them now. Again, I also don't know if wearing them would go super well because... Yeah. I mean, wearing it here, no. But like, for fans in Japan to wear it? Ugh. Kaine, who is cursed to eternally wear lingerie. I don't want to say things. But look up outfits in near reincarnation. I will say that. Look, a door! This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. It means there's another room. Or there should be. No, it won't open! A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Embrace the wild side of things, Phoenix. Are you allowed to wear clothing on top? Cause that isn't the worst. For the Kaine lingerie thing? I mean, I don't wear lingerie. Cause none of it would fit me. A door, science can't explain that. Can your science explain this? That's just the revolving door. There's motors in it that turn it. I knew they couldn't. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both? Kind of a dual purpose? Aha! The theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright! Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German? Or was he British? His name wasn't Mr. Relativity, to start with. Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Look, a lot of stuff in science is named after the person who's credited with discovering or inventing it. But not literally everything. Not literally everything. It's like I feel like great on a curve. Look, she's good at science, she's not good at anything else. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. Then it's not an oil drum! It's heavy. I can't even budge it. Yeah, water's heavy. Drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know! I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious! You're hanging out in a parking lot, like, for the Chief Prosecutor, for the Prosecutor's office in general. I think that's enough to be suspicious. There's such a treat. It's nice to have yet another idiot but someone who's an idiot in a very different way to the previous characters. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. How frequently do you need to fucking shave? The sheriff. Like I said before this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Ah, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? We already know the answer to that. No, it's subordinate, sorry. Well, the little fella's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. I was about to say it was her car, but no, it was her subordinate's car. No problem, partner. About time for vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Prosecutor, might as find you a surveyor you like. Prospector's office? What does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter. Note to self, look up Vittles Saloon Surveyor. Takes a long time to shave with a knife, probably chips away at it all day. Could he, like, consider not shaving with a kukri? That is possible. He could do this. Razor, normal just fucking open razor shaving blades existed back then. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws up our claim. Right, great. Oh, great, maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me? Were you two all set? Us? Hello? Hello, next lady with boobs and a rice, like, onigiri ball hat? What is going on with the character designs in this? They're really pushing it to 11. Chesticles? That's mean. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Traditional American onigiri. Oh my god, she actually has lunches with her. Traditional American bento. Should I just give her the April May voice of super breathy? I don't know if that matches her. But should I just do that? Should I just give her the breathy April May voice? Look, I'm bad at voices. There's going to be a lot of overlap. I've done like 3 different old people voices that are basically the same. Posh April May? You are asking too much from me here. Hello! Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Traditional American tempura? Thanks. Trying to localize food without actually changing it in the image is great. No, it just looks the fucking same. Why not? Why not? This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly like the type to have clearance? Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone, even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. What is... Look, I can handle weird people, but I need you to slow down ever so slightly. Cough up, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. You got our own custom labels and all and everything? Favorites when Bobo changed Nato to spiderwebs, because why the fuck not? They just that aggressively hated Nato that they just did that. Fermented soybean, right? My memory, I'm gonna say this. I've only just met this woman, I can already visualize the perjury. Are you telling me that this woman would lie? Come on. Come on. That's awfully presumptuous, just because she looks bougie as fuck. Look, has there been any other characters in this game so far that look bougie who are lying through their fucking teeth? Because I can't think of any. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Oh, she's the witness. She's got me hungry for my conveyor belt sushi plate. I don't know if I'd like conveyor belt sushi, because all that sushi is the rice with the slice of fish on it. And as someone who doesn't like fish, I like sushi rolls that are like filled with shit. Like my favorite sushi out of the like the nearby sushi place at my work is fucking grilled chicken schnitzel sushi. So that being said, the avocado sushi they have is also fucking amazing. But they don't do that every day. Secrets. Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? She has the ability to swap between which eye she's showing. I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? Witness clearly saw me committing the crime. It's her. It's not about quality stuff, and it makes it really easy to try things and get more of what you want. But if it's all fish, I don't want to try any of it. You mean you're talking, you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happens. Oh, she's got heterochromia. She's got different colored eyes. That's why she shows the two off. That's why. Grilled chicken schnitzel sushi, something I never thought I'd hear, and now absolutely need to try. Yo, so it's fucking, they call it Volcano chicken sushi, right? And it's so good. It's a sushi roll, seaweed on the outside, then rice, and inside of it is sliced up pieces of grilled chicken schnitzel with avocado next to it. And then on top of it, is mayonnaise, mustard, and sweet chili sauce. And it is so good. And it is so fucking good. I swear to God, it's so amazing. Yes, it is sushi with mustard. And grilled chicken schnitzel. It's so good. It's so fucking tasty. It's so good. It's just like, the combination of just wildly different flavors that would normally not be together works so goddamn well. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. You're allowed to call me the cough-up queen after the third day. Then she's the spit-up queen. Yeah. The name's Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Okay, so she is a porn star. She is a porn star. Got it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. She's a dom porn star. Got it. Yes, ma'am. She means it. I appreciate the power move to have heterochromia, cut and cover one of your eyes and literally switch your hair between which eye you're showing. The lunchboxes are just a setup for her next porn. I got a bento box right here. It's got everything you could ever need for a fulfilling lunch of some fucking shit. Look, I'm not a great writer. Not good at anything, actually, it turns out. I don't know why I try anything. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Well, I mean, if that just... See, that doesn't... Why... If every week on Friday the special is salmon, then you can assume that's going to happen because every fucking week it's salmon. That doesn't make sense though when you predict that something's going to happen somewhere and it's just a one-off occurrence that that's not how that works. Should really be I can be your angle or your devil. Can feel this onigiri. Oh. Hot. Phoenix is so gay, he doesn't know how to react to a fandom because it doesn't turn him on. But he feels something. He's just like, I should buy Edgeworth a pair of heels. Specials can be on a set schedule. Murders aren't on a set schedule. That's my point. She says, I know every Friday the special is salmon. Okay, that means that every Friday the special is salmon. And you know that because it's consistent and that's what happens before? That doesn't mean that you know that a murder's going. That's not, that metaphor doesn't make sense. I can buy Edgeworth a bento or some heels, and I'm not sure which. Also, I'd like to point out, while we're on the topic of food, because food and drink talk is now beyond Yakuza and is anything that I'm playing that's Japanese, I have some Portello. And you are all incredibly fucking jealous of my Portello. Delicious. I don't know why I like this, but I fucking love it. Imagine port wine, but not alcoholic, but a soft drink. And that's Portello. destiny. Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt the den of this inequity. I mean, that's one hell of a fucking sentence. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the names of the innocents. Alright, talking about blackening. This is not gonna remember. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? In this universe, I would very much have I have a personal grievance with prosecutors in this universe. And one of them is my boyfriend, like, well, or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? The fact that they get innocent people sent to court extremely fucking frequently. That. Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. I won't even be polite enough to swallow afterwards. Ew! The most heinous of all the evil ones. The ones they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. Someone was jealous that someone won, so they murdered someone in the back of their car, but not... Okay, one thing's clear. Lunch Lady has a thing against prosecutors. So, what exactly was it you witnessed, Mister? It was fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears, and the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a sec, you know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat, becoming Chief Prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? I get it, you like lunchboxes. You like your bento, I get it. She always travels light. Now why would this pretty lunch lady know the Chief Prosecutor's name? Because she hates prosecutors, so she probably knows a lot about them? Could we ask you a bit more about yourself, mister? Pardon me. I come here every day to sell lunches to these people I fucking hate. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. So, where we are. My sister does like bento, but she packs light on her evil. She only likes a hint of evil on the side of her bento. Yo, they fucking... Oh, I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna try and find it. Pokemon bento box. It's so adorable. It's so adorable. I would have literally zero reason for a bento box, right? I would have no reason for a bento box, but I still want to buy this because it's just that fucking cute. I don't know how to find it. Where is... Epic Games have changed their shit, so I can't see their fucking anniversary shit. There we go. There we go. Nope, that didn't help. I want to find... Maybe I should just search bento. Maybe I should just search bento. Yeah, there we go. This thing is so adorable. I'm getting distracted, but look at this shit, right? the Far East, which is actually directly to the west of California. We're not in California. Look at this bento box. It's so adorable. It's so cute. Look at it. Look at it. It's so cute. It's so fucking cute. This is an adorable little bento. With all the little Pikachus having their little lunchies. Look, I'm tempted to buy it. I'm tempted to buy it, even though I wouldn't... I don't even take lunches to work anymore. When I work my rostered schedules, I don't work long enough to have a lunch break. I come back home and eat lunch before I stream. So I wouldn't even take the fucking thing out of my house, because I don't take lunch out of my house anymore. But I still really want it, because it's so cute. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. What the fuck is that? The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Never mind, UN. Did that fish have multiple heads? I don't know what a trilobite is. I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's flavor. So we've got a fish thing. Do trilobites have multiple heads, or was it just the way that it was cut that it like... I know, because I swear I saw a head, and then little head, and then big head, and I swear I saw several heads. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth. Not a cafe. Trilobites are an extinct arthropod? How does she... I don't even want to question it, honestly. I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. She needs a job. So are you eating the fossil? I don't fucking know. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Mister, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis? Not. That's what Gen 1 Kabuto is based on? Oh! Helix Squad for life! Yeah, Twitch plays Pokemon references. Remember Twitch plays Pokemon? Fuck, that was a good time on the internet. That was such a good fucking time on the internet. I feel like Twitch plays Pokemon is in like the top 5 moments of unity on the internet in all of human history. There's that. That is like one of the top 5 of everyone coming together for a single purpose. Or at least the most amounts of people coming together for a single purpose. I think it's 2 fish next to each other. It looked like there were... If it was 2 fish next to each other, then it's still more confusing because I swear I saw more than 2 heads. Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Mister? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha! Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like a 10-day-old claims in the chowder. Ugh! Oh, God. Sorry, she said that, and I smelt it. Oh, God. Oh. It's like she said that, and then the memory of clam chowder smell came to me, and then the idea of that being off, and I'm just like, alright, I feel sick now. Oh, God. I, like, actually feel sick. Oh. 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 I feel actually sick. I'm not gonna be able to eat for the rest of the fucking day. I bought some cup ramen because I'm lazy and I don't want to cook my chili tonight because I knew the stream was gonna go late. I'm not gonna be able to eat that now. Fuck. I was looking food talk because it's this. This is gonna be a 10-hour stream because I'm getting distracted all the time, but fuck it, who cares? I was looking at the like above the cup ramen in the supermarket to say non-instant stuff. I want to try to learn how to make my own ramen at home. That being said, I noticed out of all of like the things that you would use to make ramen in the supermarket aimed at white people, it was all just like, here is some like Asian ingredients. Like, here's the Thai one, here's the Vietnamese one, and here's the Chinese one, and here's the Japanese one, with the same white bitch's face on all of them. And I'm just like, I'm not going to buy Asian ingredients for Asian food, for Asian recipes, that has some white chick on the front. That seems fucked up and probably also tastes bad. I'll pass, thank you. But that was like most of what was there. So I'm like, fuck. If I can learn how to make really easy, if I can learn how to make like ramen in 15 minutes at home, I will gladly do that. But I don't know how to. I should look it up. So now we know how to stop food talks during streams. Apparently I get distracted by ramen the moment I talked about anything afterwards, so it's fine. I immediately started talking about food again immediately after talking about how gross it is, so never mind. Now I'm in the mood for that. Marketing? Oh, the thing is, on white people in Australia, that would absolutely work. The amount of fucking restaurants that are in this country that advertise them being some country that isn't Australia and isn't some white country's food, that is a restaurant here where all of the owners and staff are white. There's so many of them. There's so fucking many of them in this country. Like, oh god. It's like Australian cuisine is nothing, as I've said several times in the past. So when white people want to open up a restaurant here, they just steal a different country's food that they traveled to for a holiday for 3 weeks one time, and then it's just like, I learned all these traditional recipes over there, and then I throw them in the garbage, and I made this, and here, look. Now I'm making some Thai food for you. Okay. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Just gonna shove shit at her. Don't let it be too foreign, we might make people uncomfortable. I'm pretty sure that's literally the exact idea. Say, when I wanted ramen, I went into Japantown in the city and went to the ramen place there. When I wanted ramen, that's what I did. That being said, I also don't know any white people who make any ramen around here. I know Chinese food around here, that's run by white people, but I don't know Japanese food. A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lance Pickle Supreme Lunchbox? I feel like ever since realizing I was trans, I should retry pickles to see if I like them. Otherwise, I can't be considered a true trans. Wow, it's really crunchy. What if when you bite into it, it's not as crunchy as you were expecting? What would that feeling be? Box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunchbox if you ask me. Alright. Are we done here? Okay, I'm gonna fuck with the car. Oh, I can't slide now that I'm talking to it. Okay. Alright, is this your, is this? Was this a detective or not? I don't actually know. Is that pickles on rice? That does not sound appealing. Eat them separate. Eat them separate. I don't know if I like pickles. My experience with pickles is pickle slices on Macca's hamburgers. And the main reason I don't like that is because of texture. I don't know if I've ever had a pickle and bitten into a pickle. And so I have no idea if I'd like that. He's secretly, well, it's more so, is that her boyfriend? Is it her boyfriend is what I was asking. About this card. Lunchline vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. I always feel like I'm being mocked. Okay. Can I go? Should I just leave? I'm gonna leave. I'm just going to... Oh. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Also, he's secretly a weeb because he's got still samurai shit. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Shut up. Thanks. Look! There's a trophy or something here. Trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying in other people's business, do you? You did say he was a fan of Power's work. I forgot this. I forgot that. He did say that. Hey, Edgeworth. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once and... Right. Her sister, the Chief Prosecutor, after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. That is my favorite Edgeworth line in the entire fucking game. My god. Holy shit. That is such a good fucking snapback. Oh my god. No, did I? No. Is there only one king on that chessboard? Well, they're in the middle of a game. There's only 4 pieces in total, I mean. It was just Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. What is he to investigate a murder case? Murder. A body was found in this nasty forest. Emma! My god, we've come across someone who was actually putting their foot in their mouth more than Phoenix. Jesus Christ. That would be my car. What of it? Look at him. Look, Edgeworth is loving this. Edgeworth is loving this, though. He's just being a smarmy prick about it. He's loving this. He's loving just ripping into this poor fucking woman for just being an idiot. So Emma, how are things down in that hole that you've dug? What? Your car? This is the office of the person whose car. How did you not piece this together scientifically, Emma? What the fuck? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. Oh my god. Edgeworth is enjoying this so much. It's the most I've seen him enjoy anything in this game so far. It's almost like getting out of Uncommon Shadow has lightened his mood. It is almost like we've resolved some of the trauma and stick up his ass that he's had. It's almost like realizing he didn't kill his father. And the person that he looked up to that made him a cunt turned out to be a super mega cunt. Has made him a bit better as a person. So the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? Why would we just defended you from a different murder? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. Look at this motherfucker smiling. The facial model still doesn't look good of him side on. This game does not do Edgeworth justice in his sprites, I think. But I love seeing this bitch smile. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean, wait. So you're the Chief Prosecutor's little sister then? Yes, sir. Emma Sky. Yeah, it's nice to meet you again. No, that didn't sound false at all. Now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. I hate getting tied up in all of this stupid bullshit over and over again. Doing Edgeworth justice is our job. Doing Edgeworth is our job. I am glad that my chat is all of the same brain, and that same brain is gay. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. Oh, you're the prosecutor for this case? I feel like there's a slight, just an ever so slight, conflict of interest of someone being made to be the prosecutor of a case where the body was found in the back of their car. Slight conflict of interest. And also being the person, but that also the person being your boss. That being said, Chief Prosecutor, if it can't be someone who she's their boss, there's literally no one here who can do it, so. It's almost like the cops are being vindictive about this. It's almost like the cops are fucking pissed. I'm gonna say, wait, what'd you say? Lana Sky's the Chief Prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth. Do you think she did it? To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? I mean, they're not rumors if they're true. We're pretty fucking gay. Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, that giant frilly thing he has on his neck, his really fancy red suit, his haircut. I mean, His boyfriend. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? It's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. Great ass to the case. Not even trying. Not even trying. Just. Some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. I don't know what this toy represents. Toys? A bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. What about that thing? My back is so itchy now. If I'm not yawning, my back's itchy. And my back's not itchy, I need to crack my neck. And if I don't need to crack my neck, I'm sweaty as fuck. I am a disaster of a body. What the fuck is going on? Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. So the bitch was only undefeated for like a year and a half before we beat him the first time. Come on, at Phoenix's rate, that's like 5 cases. We're almost beating his record. Jesus. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I've always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. How are you not... This dude would be found so fucking... Like, people would assume this dude is so guilty if it wasn't for Angel. Jesus Christ. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? Damn, Edgeworth, do you really have to color everything in your life red? Don't you think it's a little bit ridiculous of every single thing that you have to be red, Edgeworth? I mean, what kind of up-themselves person would do that kind of thing? To be specific, it was the knife I kept in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Okay, well, it was also just the closest knife, but still. No prints? Well, fuck. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Phoenix, what the fuck? Come on, can't he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. So do you. So do you. I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago. What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. So I guess he's just gonna stay as a prosecutor then. Okay. Okay. Have fun with that. Have fun with that. What? Okay, outside of anything else, why? Why is one of your uniforms framed on the wall? Wow, this jacket's even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right? I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. Just getting way too excited about this. I thought it was a picture of his uniform. No, it's the uniform framed itself in there. You can see the shadow of it. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. And there's a card on it. Back from the dead, assholes! Wendy. It's not exactly the same as his current jacket. It's slightly different. Sorry, I'm not pompous enough to know the difference between fancy frill jackets. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. No, I don't remember. And beside it, a giant steel samurai! Wow, I want one! Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? She Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? She? I feel like you're making a big mistake there to begin with. Oh, old bag. Wendy old bag. Right. Yes, okay. The front is open, it's got an ultra fancy undershirt, and it's also got those black cuffs. His current jacket is basically just plain red. Oh, okay. So it's even fancier. Right, Windy old bag. I forgot that was her name. I don't think so. I forgot that was his name. Oh, her name. Oh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. I couldn't date Edgeworth in real life. He's too bougie. Also, Bill and Gold bits. I'd say that's more noticeable. Look, when I'm looking at Edgeworth, I'm imagining him without any clothes on. I mean, I don't pay that much attention to his red jacket. Okay, that's also not believable. I'm too focused on the case to notice the specifics of his jacket. There it is. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. Such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Such a thing as being too bougie. It's also not believable. Hey! I was too distracted talking about food and ramen to notice the jacket differences. There, is that one believable? Well, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. That one's not a step ladder. I guess even after the case, old Bag's still trying to flirt with Edgeworth. And he's still proudly displaying it. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Strange. Why did I just picture Chinchilla? He must study his case reports so closely. He's so cool. Why don't you have him defend your sister? You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Saying all this shit while he's sitting at his desk. He's really just happy to have a fancy steel samurai figure. But what about the bouquet of flowers? That's still on display. Hey, a chessboard! I'm not too up on my chest, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spooky. Kind of reminds me of you. Look, do you want me to fucking work for you or not, bitch? What the hell? Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong with Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Look. You can both fight over who gets to be top in your own time, but don't display your arguments about it on the fucking office. It's also just on its own table off to the side with no chairs or anything. That's purely just display shit for nothing else. I feel when you get a custom chess set made just for your weird roleplay. He's intellectually kinky. Everyone has their own roleplay mediums, don't judge. Yeah, but like, on display in the middle of your office, it seems unprofessional compared to the rest of his office. A work desk. It's quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's not easy on the eyes. It's ostentatious as fuck. It's polished so well that I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Chinchilla again? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't, he'll sue you. Okay, anything else to look at? What about the fancy chair? Mr. Edgeworth is such a comfy sofa. Stuff like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pulls over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and... I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. Okay. Do you want to just ask him to fuck you? Do you want to ask him to just bend you over the chessboard, like, right here, right now? You won't do it because you're underage, but, like, do you want to just ask him just to get it out of your system? Jesus Christ, Emma. Like, Phoenix is thinking all of this too, but he's not openly saying it. Jesus. Emma, we need to have a talk about how everyone here is queer except you, apparently. You're the one straight character that we've come across so far, and it's making me uncomfortable. Sofa hair's cool? It's so fucking cool. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Thanks, Einstein. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. Oh, they didn't mention that was the thing that was happening yet. Do you want to phrase that in, like, literally any other way, Emma? Would you like to phrase that in literally any way that wasn't the way that you did that? Literally anything different would be nice. Literally any other way would be better than what you just did. Emma, please. Emma, please. Please. Jesus fucking Christ. It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor every year. Hey, Edgeworth, did you win a fucking case last year, or did I wreck your ass on all of them? It's that other one. What? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of prosecutors. Kind of like employee of the month, only better. King of prosecutors. Is it meant to look broken? Is it meant to look broken? King of prosecutors shield, huh? Well done. Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the king of prosecutors. Congratulations! King of prosecutors! Please stop saying that. Still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of this shield broken off? I knew it was broken. He does not seem to be happy about having this dumb thing. It's not even displayed, it's just tossed on his couch. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. So what the fuck's up with it? I'm gonna present it to him. I'm gonna rub it in his fucking face. Why don't you like it? So basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? This is the most mad I've seen him in this. I also day at work to retrieve that travesty. Huh? Why is that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Chinchilla works? Yeah. We got tased there, and no one helped us. Ridiculous. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Don't forget we can examine stuff now. I was just examining stuff. Is there more shit? Oh, there's more shit to examine. Oh, you mean oh, right, I forgot about that thing. Right. I completely forgot about the new mechanic that was introduced. Whoa, what a view. Must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess should feel important. I'm realizing one massive problem with him being on the 12th floor. Does he take the stairs every day to get to his office? Because I think he would. Bitch would be exhausted. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds. It's handy to know. I'm excited. I'm excited for, like, acceleration of human falling speed to be important. I'm very excited. Very excited. Look at this knife. It's so shiny and bloody. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple or shaving like that other dude. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. I don't think so. Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. You kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Well, there's a scary thought. Anything else to discover about this fancy as hell knife? Apparently not. How far can I zoom in though? How far can I zoom out? Okay. The zoom levels aren't the biggest, but okay. It is for shaving. He shaves in the car before he gets up to the office every day. Because he forgets to shave at home because he's a mess. Emma, stop sharing our Edgeworth cannons. We're going to find her book that she's written about him at some point. It's going to be detailed and graphic. Scary because hot outdoorsman Edgeworth is too much for Phoenix. I don't know if Phoenix is into those types. Oh my god, it's a giant fist on the back holding the shield. That makes a lot of sense. And there's a thing on the bottom. What is the thing on the bottom? I pressed the wrong button because I'm a dumbass. I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my fingers pressing the wrong buttons keeps pressing the wrong buttons. I don't know, that was a terrible bit. I shouldn't even tried. The knife? I feel like you're all assuming that these characters are way kinkier than what they act like, considering half of the time they act like nervous wrecks. Oh, you meant the fan fiction. That makes more sense than the knife. Emma's Edgeworth or Jinshi. Absolutely, definitely, 1000% exists. Hey, check it out! There's a metal plate here. Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Here's Dude didn't even get sloppy seconds. He got like sloppy 17ths. Wow, one guy listed a bunch of times. I wonder who it could be. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner? Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Von Karma sometime. When she says that his name does have kind of a ring to it. The ring of an evil prick. Okay. Can we just talk to him to learn more? With Von Karma out, it was the Edgeworth or Winston. Yeah, there's not many people here who are actually prosecutors, and I don't. Winston hasn't done a case since the beginning because he lost really embarrassingly. So, what the fuck happened when someone was murdered in your car? How'd they get in your car? Did they steal the keys or did they pick the lock? / could you tell that with a crime scene examination thing? I don't know. Might be the other reason Edgeworth's not pleased about it. Von Karma's won it a bunch of times before this. That would make sense. He's just like, have this thing, Von Karma, Von Karma, Von Karma. Yeah, fuck this thing. Fuck that. Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? They clean this place once a year? Damn. Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. Depends on how good the lockpicker is. True. If it's just torn to shit, yeah, someone probably picked the lock. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves in our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. I drink way too much for me to remember what any of this shit is. Alright, Miles Edgeworth, 712, 221, parking sub. Damn it, Edgeworth confirmed sub. He allows Phoenix to park in him. This is the parking stub from the underground line. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. Well, I mean, he's carnage to be here. I don't think he runs around the entire town like fucking Phoenix does. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. There's too many too frequently for me to handle. There's too many. Game, I need you to, like, slow down. You normally give me 1 or 2 per case. I need you to slow down. I need you to slow down, buddy. Like, my threshold is... You're setting me up for, like, handling 2 more people a day, and this is, like, the 5th that you've thrown at me. I'm just gonna do the teenage voice. It's gotta be squeaky. I was just gonna do the fucking squeaky teen voice from Simpsons. That's what I was gonna do. Excuse me, but Mr. Edgeworth, is he anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir. The quest of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't know the way this conversation's going at all. This man does not look like a Phoenix Wright character. No, he doesn't. He doesn't feel like he belongs. Like, all the other characters dress wacky, but their body proportions are, like, normal. His isn't. Sky, sir! No, sir! No name of that kind, sir! Not in this report, sir! They gotta say Edgeworth's lid below. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. You know what this character feels like he's fucking out of with this fucking face and the way he's looking at me? This motherfucker feels like he's out of fucking Undertale instead of fucking Phoenix, right? I wasn't aware of the particulars of your... Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and shove it up your ass. And good luck with that raise next month. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Bye, Meekins. Right. Yes, sir? Guy caught me off guard. Sir? As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's see what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Seems to have finally calmed down at least. Well, I mean, Edgeworth's still pissed off, but at least, like, he's slightly not as pissed off as before. There was more shit to examine with the slide prompt that the game didn't give me. Patrolman has unpaid intern energy. Very specific and very correct. And very correct. Stare at the boyfriend to calm down. Think of boyfie, think of boyfie, think of boyfie, and we'll be okay. So that's what I mean, the murder was in the front of that thing. The police department mascot when we saw the stabbing. And also, it shifted to two people and looked like two people were stabbed at the same time across town. But that hasn't come up yet. But that's what it made it look like at the front. Woo, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. It took almost 30 minutes by taxi. And traffic wasn't even that bad. Police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. This shouldn't be news to Phoenix. We've been to criminal affairs. Well, I guess we've never been in the prosecutor's office. That's fair. Never mind. Hold on. What's that? Phoenix, you know what it is. Alright, well, it's moving now, so I have to kill it. Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh, wait, I know. This is the blue badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Yes. This incredibly convincing propaganda. I love it. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. So he does feel familiar somehow. Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger? Uh-oh, he noticed me. Sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? My chinchilla voice is never gonna be consistent. Forget the blue badger, good advice. I don't want to remember it. It's creepy. And also propaganda. It's my line, chinchilla. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, Lacey doesn't seem to be busy. There's that chance to get information. Autopsy report. Stat. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, see? So busy that you'll answer several of my questions in a row? Good, nice. I'll give you one word of advice, see? You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just how the Chief Prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. Oh, that's the dude who's dead. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no, come on, see? There's plenty of evidence against her. What if the evidence was faked? Hey, see? Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me, see? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the Chief Prosecutor's little sister? Please, just investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically! Yes, sir! Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down, see? You don't want to be overheard using words like faked, see? Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Because they're all fucking mad as shit that a police officer died. So what are you doing here, Chinchilla? Me? Oh, well, nothing, see? They kicked me out of the criminal affairs, see? Damn! You got kicked out of criminal affairs? What the fuck? Chinchilla, what'd you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happens? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. That's true, see? We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Yeah, yeah, that probably doesn't happen often. Oh, and the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives, see? And I'll let any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? This is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? It's a little suspicious. One of the cops totally did the murder. To get rid of some competition and also fuck the prosecutor, because they don't like them. Or something. So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? Chief of Police himself is directing this investigation, see? And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now thinking about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, see? It's bullshit is what it is. It's sus as fuck. Who are these fucking jerk-asses? Patrolman's looting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that. You'll super get gold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. Damn, they're sucking up hardcore over there. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. Nah, just guess us. Apparently he's announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. I think it's propaganda. What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Most families are grubs and the cookies will leave a mess on the floor. It's fine. Mr. Wright, do you know how patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? I'm pretty sure they're different colors in different countries too. But science! They're also, yeah, they're white and blue here. What? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. Okay, you're just coming with some bullshit. Got it. A panda. Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for it. Pardon? Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo. See, that's not science at all. What about zebras? Or do they not have those at the zoo? Why was it? Not science, not how science works, but okay. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Why? Why? It just feels like I've been jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals? I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is! Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. I mean, Angela Sky's like fairly... Well, Angela Star, sorry. Angel? I forget her name. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. Yeah, the weather caused by those giant hooters. The usual wanted posters hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial that number. Yeah, Miss Wright, I always thought it was kind of funny. Never seen anyone who looks like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. She has a point. It's all bullshit, or something. And I guess I never actually examined this. It happened when I first came here. I was wondering about that. Wow, a dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece, see? Why am I not surprised? Don't show me it again! That just look like white rectangles. Do you know anyone who is a white rectangle? James put together some designs and I just did my thing, see? Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so just dance until the battery dies. Poor blue badger faded to dance until he drops. Oh god. Oh god, why is it evidence? Why is it evidence? I guess I never looked at this. Miles Edgeworth, 712. 1712, I can't read. Date of the crime. It took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. Melanie was held up a couple extra red lights. He wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. Or they waited until he got back. It just goes to show you'll never know what will happen when you run a yellow light. I don't think that's... Interesting theory. I can check this one, but it doesn't show me anything. I can't actually do anything with it. Okay. Damn, I was hoping I could punch it and destroy it. Stop yawning! Detectives look pretty busy in there. Just imagine right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Alright, okay. Let's head inside. Wait, we can't head inside. Can I talk to you more? What can I show you? What can I show you? This? Detective Chinchilla, what can you tell me about this? Hey, pal, it's Detective's ID card. You can't just keep that, you have to turn it into police, see? People like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Man, Detective Chinchilla must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Chinchilla? And now we can talk to him about it? Oh, there we go. There we go. So this ID card belonged to the victim. He also attacked him, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's straight? Hey, stop! I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground when we found it? Or when they run into them and like fucking start punching the shit out of them, they're gonna stab them, drop the wallet. Dude might have had his ID card out ready to go into the door to go pa-tink, and then he was stabbed then as he dropped it and went Well, Detective Goodman should have been in the police department yesterday. That was evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at a prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. Why are we investigating? She fucking did it so much. She did it so much. Found Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed Mr. Edgeworth with a knife. Why would Drive Chief Prosecutor Sky do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. And the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? Damn, she's more worried about Edgeworth than her sister. We gotta find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Oh, we're gonna talk to him more? Ah, fuck. Was going to Yogi again? Oh, that motherfucker. That motherfucker. Nah, it's fucking the ghost of Von Karma. He died and he's come back and he's pissed. Alright, so should I go back to... That's not where I was going. Can I talk to you about anything? Oh, you fucking left. Okay. Can I go? No, okay. He's also not here, balls. I can re-examine everything now that he's not here. Draw through his desk! Karma's ghost possessing Yogi! But Yogi's still in prison. How would he get out of prison? Damn, well, maybe he was that good he busted out of prison. Nothing new, nothing new, nothing new. Nothing new. See, we didn't actually speak. Can I guess it's worth around 5,000? 5,000? Your suit would be about... That's enough of that. Don't make my life a price by you. Thank you very much. At least that was different. Look at this again. It's a shield and it's broken as fuck. Maybe it's mad shotgun and only took a bite out of it. Appears to be made out of bronze with gold plating. It's not worth much. 70 bucks tops. Why are you working out the price of everything? I wonder what the K means, Mr. We already learned that. King. So far good. So far. So fucking good. It's so fucking good. I don't know what to... Gotta figure out the prices so you know what to steal. Damn, why is everyone that we're with a criminal? I love it, but like, why? I mean, what does science? Prosecutors do when they get new files. Splendid, Mr. Wright. What an unusual observation. You know, that was a compliment? Okay. Sorry if I'm skipping through all of this. I have no idea what the fuck to do. Fuck up his chessboard game. Yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah, no, we saw that. We saw that. Okay. 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 Can I show you a knife? No, she's just okay. Think I knew things to talk about with the gumshoe? I thought I checked that. Why are they talking about tea? Shut up! No. No. No, nothing to talk to out there. What about this? I'm gonna shove it. Maybe I should just shove everything in his face. Hey, that's it. That's the king of prosecutors award that Mr. Endreth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, detective? Of course, pal. See? I got myself an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Endreth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers, must because of the rumors. The rumors that he's gay. Edgeworth's troubles, there it is. There it is. He's in a tough spot again. Again? The suspect for murder last year! Well, then I'll start with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, see, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses, things that he actually does, yes. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. No, those other things he definitely did do. Just not the... He did all those other things, he just didn't do that murder or the other murder. Well, Mr. Edgeworth always has that unusually strong ties to department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Considering last time he was the one holding it. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People saying the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself. Wasn't he told he told us he was forced to take it. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is behind the bull in this one. He's doing this all for us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Chinchilla? We met the guy who is... What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. From over there, I wasn't sure. Look, see, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Non-binary as fuck. We stand non-binary cowboys. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. No, work will be fine. Cause I ain't supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice. See? Non-binary. No, he's still a cowboy. He's still a cowboy. Non-binary people can be cowboys. That can be a thing. You know who the best cowboys are of all? Lesbians. Lesbian non-binary cowboy. That's what we should all aspire to be. I have to be getting back to the shop. Depends who this character is. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Is this the cowboy? No, it's... you. Oh, still here. Ah, hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfie in the criminal affairs too. Criminal affairs is fucking far away as dicks though. Why are you here? Wait. Have you got you got multiple boyfriends? Because I was gonna say it wasn't a security. Okay, you have multiple boyfriends. Got it. She has her own harem. Got it. She has a harem. Bye. Yeah, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Glug glug glug. Should you be drinking on the job, buddy? Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. He's getting all of his evidence on the crime scene with all these hairs. There's something I wanted to ask you. Scene of the crime. Cold grief for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep. Dream in the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. He fell asleep! Oh, we should know this, show this hopeless case something to catch his interest. Throw them again. There's someone I wanted to ask you. Scene of the crime. Cold grave for man who lost their... Alright. Dickhead literally won't listen to us unless we show him that we're a professional cowboy. What does this mean? It just says it's 20 bucks. Is Chinchilla just giving the dude 20 bucks to let us look at the crime scene? Let's see. Annual bonus, $20. Oh. Oh. Wow, quit your job. I think a couple zeros are missing. That sounds about right. That's not detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. I was just wondering if we were gonna slip Marshall a 20 and just say like, hey, take this. I'll do that. All the salary slashes. Why does Edgeworth threaten everyone with their salary? I feel like it's happened at least 2 or 3 times. Why? That's not what I meant. Fucking... There we go, I'm great at buttons. And yet he still bought us all dinner. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Chinchilla. May we investigate? Chinchilla? Ah, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Chinchilla. Better than a blood test. Some dickhead. Guess I better let you in then. Why would Chinchilla writing something mean that you let us in? I think that's how things work. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Oh, that's why. I forgot this dude was a patrolman. And Chinchilla is his boss. Forgot. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the seller. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. This dude just said a whole bunch of awful shit. Fuck this guy. Fuck this cunt. Fuck this arsehole. Note to self, police investigations are like settling lands. In that you usually target people of color and try to get them murdered and further entrench Western imperialism. Yeah, that actually checks out a lot. Never mind. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I won't be needing this anymore. Shucks it in the bin. Alright, sorry about your letter, Chinchilla. I'm not gonna frame it on the wall. Fucking peace. Now will you talk to us? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman, he was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy right there? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Smile Madonna tone with a tail. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel's star. One stab to the chest. Fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Yay! I was given the autopsy report. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. That's not a very specific amount of time. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Scott and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? Well, they apparently worked together on a case a few years back. That's something in common. What happened with that case? That could be a thing. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why I didn't do much work with the Chief Prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot. So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Get it? 'Cause cowboy. I don't mean any offense, but... Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? Call me out. They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. They got fed up with your bullshit and just kicked you back to the fucking beat. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye on it in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Chinchilla was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of this kettle run by orders of the Chief of Police. Just you don't realize it yet. Detective Chinchilla kicked out of investigation? Interesting. Hey, I can re-examine. What's this thing on the ground? Someone left their Walkman. Or a cell phone. I guess that makes more sense. Scientific analysis was just this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. Should we check it at least? We should at least check it. We should at least check it. Oh, okay, we're getting it automated on this one. Alright, okay. Cable strap for the phone. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. I'm surrounded by waves. I'm surrounded by waves. These are hard to come by, you know. I say the series is popular as ever with the kids. Right, she's a kid. Ah, she's 16. Not a kid, not a kid. This one's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright, most phones gave a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Pardon me. Someone who was still using a flip phone in the year of our Lord 2017, so. They an old timer. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. He lied. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. I'm like 8 years older than you. That's, okay, I could actually, now that I think about it, yeah, this is technically different generation. Phoenix is in Curie levels of tech knowledge. Can't work out how to learn a heat move from taking a photo of random strangers. Test. Whatever, let's just check this phone out. Hey, Emma, do you know about the TikTok? Do you know about the TikTok? Now, let's see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first. He just pushes the button. Start with the beeps. I swear to God. Okay, now be honest. How many people in chat have made this their ringtone at some point in their life? Because I'm gonna guess it's not 0. Hey, Wright, Mr. Wright, check out this funny Vine compilation I made. 16 in the year 2017? Yeah, that's someone who's old enough to, like, remember Vine. If they were like 16 now using TikTok, no, they wouldn't remember Vine. Hey, that song! I know that! Hey, what's going on over there? Sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed read on that phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What is my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who'd she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh. I'm inside the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. I mean... Confirm Phoenix... Why would he? With all of the shit that he's talking about? Shit... When he talks them that much? Or was it just to make Maya... It might have been just to make Maya happy. Have you ever been to Texas? No, I'm not. Maya changed it, he can't figure out how to change it back. That makes more sense! I want to make the Luigi's Mansion theme as my ringtone before, specifically the version from Dark Moon that was played when Guide calls you. Oh yeah, the that one's cute. Do you want to know what my one is right now? I mean, not that like I'm gonna call myself, but I could probably find it on my phone somewhere if I remember how to do it. I'm not a weeb, but I am a nerd. So it is still gonna be there. I don't know where I put it on my phone. I don't know how to find it. Audio. There we go. There we go. There we go. Best fucking ringtone. Fight me. Before that, mine was Rules of Nature. Before it was Rules of Nature. Starting at them saying Rules of Nature. I have a text tone, but my phone's always on silent, so I never hear my text tone anymore. I think it's still, the breakdown thing from the Great Day song on JoJo Part 4. I think it's still that, but I'm not 100% sure. Before that, it was shouting the Sono Chino Sadame from JoJo Part 1. And before that, it was the clear level for Balloon Fight. I was about to say I'm not a weeb, I am a nerd, but I literally just mentioned that two of the text alerts were from anime, so I guess I am. No! I've been exposed as a weeb! No! Alright. What's with the A? I had Shadow's thing from Sonic Adventure 2 as my ringtone for a while. Which song is that? I don't remember which songs are from which games, but I know a lot of Sonic songs. That, you know what I should make my ringtone? To celebrate its 4-year anniversary, I should make my fucking song the theme song from the best Sonic game out there. I should absolutely make my ringtone Fist Bump. That'd be amazing. Just someone calls me and it just immediately shouts, "Together!" And it's just like, people are just like, what the fuck is your phone doing at me? And people got scared a lot with my Rules of Nature one, because it literally just starts with screaming Rules of Nature and people got scared. So now it starts with Bowser's Fury where it goes, "Meow!" Crush 40's very ringtoneable. I mean, true. Is I Am All of... No, I Am All of Me is from Shadow the Hedgehog. Never mind. Never mind. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Ah. Oh, okay. Okay. No, make your ringtone the Knuckles of Knuckles. I'd rather flex my knuckles. I'm hard as Knuckles. It ain't hard to chuckle. I knock them down whether they Knuckles or Knuckles. Fence attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Wait, we're in the same building? Wait, are we in the same building? We're just on the other side? Or is it when defense attorneys have to park here to visit I'm confused. I'm confused. I don't understand this place. B block is through there. That's where the visitors. But it is for visitors! I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. You're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching out on the juicy looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Look. Look. What else are you gonna put onto the side? Look, you have two options in life of what to put onto the side of your car. Self-indulgent cannibalism or naked hentai chicks. They're the only two body decals you can get on there. Cows can't help but being made of food. I don't know if a cow would enjoy a steak. I question that. This appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. It's busted! Breaking and entering. They're really bad at it. They're really bad at it. We have discovered this after several hours. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. That's why he buys us all the shit. This rope, is it? Yup. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. Yeah, even without the body there, it would still be unsettling people to see for the first time. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You've got to be the only person I know that would have come to that conclusion. I don't know, what about Maya? Maya might. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. No, I can't look it up. Look, something's written on it. Well, it's Goodman's thing. You're right, let's see. 67S122. Are we writing them in American date order or correct date order? Because we're writing them in correct date order, and that's 12th of February, which I don't remember what the date is today. So, I'll check this. Doesn't tell me. But I know what the date is currently. Oh yeah, 21st. So quite a while away. Quite a while ago. There's a name printed on the paper above it that says Goodman. He fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? Am I supposed to know? Note yourself, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. Sure, Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. I'm not liking this woman. I will say, I am not liking this woman. She's very mean. She's dragging like us along with her, and she doesn't want to be around us. So what the fuck? I want Maya back. I want Maya back. I love how the cowboy music's just playing this whole time. She wants to be around us because we know Edgeworth. But we're his boyfriend, why would we? Okay. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister? That's correct, but there's a goldmine of evidence against her. And the prospect of tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided by Bambina. Many condolences. Edgeworth has lost how many of his recent cases? Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina. How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... There's something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something there, but who? Office atmosphere. No, Maya, only science. But she's really bad at... Maya was better at science. Though. suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? You mean those things that are true? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. Which they forged to get a win. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector, Lana Sky. What? My sister? My sister helped like, Edgeworth fake shit. That would make sense. Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. That's what I said in the last case I won. You know what's also funny? Lana Sky's the Chief Prospector, which means that Von Karma was not Chief Prospector. So no matter how good Von Karma thought he was, he never achieved top deck status. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Chinchilla was taken off the case? They target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing that's still bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Look, I know we defend people and then get them off of stuff, but I need you to, like, help a little bit more than just that. That's what Maya kept saying. And, like, yeah, it was true. But still, though. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? No, she was calling her sister. No, she was calling her sister. A popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. A detective is murdered, the suspect's top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't even know everything that went on here. We know very little at this point. We know extremely fucking little at this point. Hey, Emma, just going to leave a record of the fact that I just killed this dude. Don't try and get me off. I absolutely did 100% murder him. I'm guilty. Bye. Click. I knew that Phoenix wasn't a weeb. I knew it. He complains about them too much to be a weeb. February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2. Bing, bing. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing's one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their clients. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you really are talking like a fucking prosecutor, aren't you? You remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. That is, you're not a defense attorney. And I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna ban me out this time. Hey, nope, she's still here. Oh, I guess not. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Do we, like, have to help? Like, do we have to? Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Mia? Nope, still dead. Hey, Emma, can you science fix that? Oh, fuck. Sorry. I'm not prepared. Sorry, I apologize. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Edgy. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. Back against Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. Hey, you more than me, bitch. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. Interesting. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. You've seen him in person. I mean, in court. Having used your sorcery powers to summon me as ghost, I believe in you as mine as a replacement. I fucking don't. I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't believe in her at all. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen. Hello. Haven't I seen you somewhere? In porn. Oh. You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh my god. Oh my god, everyone here around here is too bougie for my tastes. Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. I feel like I discussed caviar with chat before and people said that caviar actually tastes good and I don't know. Judge is really wolfing it down. Objection, Your Honor? Ew? And for you, I have a Fiesta Bowl. Is that hundreds and thousands rice? Interesting combination. Objection is not, it's not lunchtime yet. We're not at recess. Oh, thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? This never goes well for Edgeworth. Ah, and you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? That's just a box of rice with about 2 dozen black sesame seeds. What the fuck? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? Name. So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. To be fair, I don't know what tapioca tastes like, so I'm not gonna show my voice. What does pickled tapioca taste like? Say your fucking name! The fuck you, it's just rice with actual aluminium powder. Aluminium, not aluminum. Fucking Americans. Me? The name's Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Can I bang my gavel at him? Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide the description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. Uh-huh. What exactly does this mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. Oh, she used to work with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. She gave up being a homicide detective to deal out fucking bentos? Miss Starr was a detective? Aha! I know who you are. Cough up? Cough up Queen Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Starr. Who is this lady? Ex-homicide detective, now onigiri bento box queen. If I might have the court's attention over here. Over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose it's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor's space, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. Tapioca picture, unflavored gummy bear, something like that, but actually not bad. Okay, but the words that you just said were unflavored gummy bear. That sounds... I don't know how you make the concept of unflavored gummy bear sounds... That's just gelatin. Like, I like gelatin gummy foods, but just the raw gelatin part of it, I don't think would be that amazing. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Parking lot floor plans added to the court record. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the Chief Prosecutor. Both, why were you there, other than Boyfie? And second, if it was so easy for you to see it, why did they do the murder directly in front of you? It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers aren't willing to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. Oh, fuck, it's a fan club. Oh, fuck, it's a fan club. The only thing cut and dry here is victims' bentos. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfie. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Damn. Damn, she... Oh, fuck. She definitely did it. She definitely fucking did it. Look at this evil son of a bitch not wear their entire jacket. She doesn't have her arms in the sleeves. She's definitely did it. That's what evil people do. She definitely fucking did it. Fuck me. Alright, we're gonna have to actually defend a guilty person. Nice! I'm excited for this, guys. Through the wire fence, I saw the Chief Prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Wait, if you were on the other side of the wire fence, how'd you apprehend her? The Chief Prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife in Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfie. How touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubts. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed in Detective Goodman. So how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Nice Monty Python reference. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Edgeworth's not happy with this. Star, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Oh. Oh. She was fired. By the prosecutors? Somehow? Okay. Tapioca doesn't really have a flavor. 10% texture food, kind of like with tofu. It's like gummies, but more chewy. I can get into a whole rant about tofu. But my rant basically just comes down to 95% of tofu that will be served to you at restaurants is made by people who don't know how to prepare tofu, so it sucks. I don't need to say more than that, because that gets my entire point across. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well. You may continue, Miss Star.
Boyfie. This Boyfie. He's a detective? Not that Boyfie, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. The security guard is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level so you can see everything from there. That'd be the room with the security sign. If you can see everything from up there and your boyfriend was there, why didn't your boyfriend say it happened? Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. Wife, Angel Star, wife, Angel Star. Goes home.
My beloved, could we have other partners? Could I have that partner?
Comes in the next trial day.
Well, I'm divorced.
When I sense something, perhaps as my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Also not how things work. You sense something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I don't know what?
I have no idea what that means.
Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Miss Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
A young cheese?
A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Greenhorn cheese.
Then I must be hard, yellow, and sharp as a tack.
You know, with the odor of an old cheese to match. Alright, Emma's burning everyone. In any case, there, in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. That's not how things work. The garish car. Everyone's ripping on Edgeworth's car. By garish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth's.
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Seems pretty weird that he's the prosecutor in this case, doesn't it? Wasn't it?
Indeed it was.
Order!
What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you were sure it was the defendant?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. It's a decent distance. I am certain it was her. She's telling the truth, we're doomed. But let's do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly said the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Your Honor, the witness is threatening my life.
That was inspiring.
Your Honor doesn't care. I believe he heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? Don't think that matters in court. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are hounds. Yup. She's not wearing the fucking jacket properly. Definitely very fucking guilty.
A photograph? You took this.
That glare though. Doesn't make you feel things. I know what chat's like. The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap! I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around his neck.
Witness, why am I only just seeing this photograph now?
You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfie works in the photography division in criminal affairs.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant.
Well, if your boyfriend works in criminal affairs, it could be a doctored photo, but then we're casting suspicion at the cops, so... Alright, alright. I mean, we can see through the wire fence that it was only taken through the wire fence. How did you apprehend her? Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lana Sky.
So what was the defendant doing at the time?
Chief Prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. I mean, not in that photo. Not in that photo. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all.
Yes, that's about right.
Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg from my egg salad surprise set. Egg surprise, the last thing I fucking... No. Fish surprise, but still, pretty bad. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a bit better metaphor.
So the defendant was holding a knife. What then?
Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife in Detective Goodman's chest. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You didn't see her raise the knife to strike, no?
The defense has a point.
Fence. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes, the next moment, the Chief Prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. Said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, the star's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep her head cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. So what is our actual evidence? Goodman's card thing. This. No. I mean, there's no prints on it. There's no prints on it. Where's the photo? Ah, fuck, she's wearing gloves. That checks out. It all checks out. It all checks out. Yeah, her testimony's like, I can't actually see anything. I actually can't see anything. The only thing is, how did you apprehend her after the crime was done when you're separated by a fence? But that's not part of this testimony. That's not part of this testimony. The only thing I can think of is bringing up the fact that there's no prints on it, but she's just gonna mention that there's gloves. I can't think of anything else that makes sense. Like, and I can think of one thing, and it's going to be immediately shot down. everything else that she said checks out with every other bit of evidence that I have. Again, the one thing that she has said that doesn't make sense or isn't fully explained isn't part of the testimony. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's literally nothing. Yeah, that literally doesn't even mean anything, yeah. I have literally no idea. I have no, I can't even think of anything that could possibly be anything. I've got nothing. I've got literally nothing. A hint. A hint. I actually need a hint here. I have literally nothing. There's something that I am mentally missing, and I'm not going to piece it together by just looking at this. I think I actually need a hint. Because I've got nothing. Compare what she says to what the photo shows. Like that there's no knife in her hands? That there's no knife in her hands? That's dumb. That's dumb. Because, like, at no point did she claim that she took the photo immediately. She literally has already claimed that, like, it took her a bit, like, she already said, like, I couldn't stop it because I saw it happen so quickly. So in what, why would you expect that the photo was, like, immediately of what it, like, if I could press her on it, but an objection? No. You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes. I swear on my finest salmon swirl lunch. How many did you bring with you?
I'm sure that is a fine lunch.
But isn't that odd?
Look at this photograph. I do this bit too many times. I should consider getting an actual photograph to do it next time.
This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is this guy not holding a knife? The description for the photo claims to be the moment of the crime.
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection.
That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. You didn't even slam the table or point dramatically. Alright, back. Look at this photograph is never too old a bit for Sony. I just need an actual photograph.
Yeah, it was still stronger than your ever feeble minds, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing.
And how can you tell that? Blood splatter? That's what I mean. This is an incredibly fucking weak and pathetic objection. This objection is dumb because it's so blatantly obvious grasping at straws that it doesn't even mean anything. Okay. Okay. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the Chief Prosecutor's coat? Yeah, the blood after the stabbing? Yes. But it's a black and white photograph. But stabbed with right hand of the, okay.
Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here.
No problem, except you. Oh, that's what Edgeworth was saying. Mr. Wright, are you gonna just sit there and take that kind of abuse? You got a better idea? Dumb enough that Edgeworth didn't even dig the part with a speech bubble objection. That's what I mean. I couldn't work it out because it was so stupid. Because it was so stupid. Sure, continue with the objection. Who fucking cares, right? We're grasping at straws already. Who gives a shit? That contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. And that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. She literally already claimed that she couldn't stop the crime because by the time she realized what was happening, the crime had taken place. She's literally already stated this. We do need to go for as little as we can. It's just the point we're making is not even a point. It's not even anything. Like, at least when we're bullshitting our way before, we're making a point that at least makes some sense and shows some new information. This is an objection over meaningless shit. That's it. If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Skye was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know?
Look at the Chief Prosecutor's hands in that photograph.
And also, like, the fact that she called him there. And, like, she wore a coat to cover the blood. Like, everything.
Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? Do you think she was rubbing one out in the cart, Phoenix?
No.
It was not premeditated. If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder. A serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony.
What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves? Like driving gloves. Surgical gloves for driving. Okay.
The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies.
In other words, when the Chief Prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime.
Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr.
This is bad. She's got them thinking it was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, right? Okay. I skipped too far. I always do that. I was just gonna be like, how could you plan something that's at like such a short time from that? Can I get another hint? Can I get another hint? I've got no idea. I don't know what the game wants from me here. Can I get another hint? I can't think of anything. I have no idea what here proves that it wasn't premeditated. If you're planning a motor store ham, you really need to have some things ready. What's something that she couldn't have had ready before? The knife? I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. With this case, the bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there? The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Your prosecutors bad people. Order. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you say that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon! Because she's clearly trying to frame Edgeworth, so she grabbed Edgeworth's knife out of his trunk. And, like, if they work together, this is stupid. This is a stupid point. Like, I don't know. I feel like before when we've been bullshitting, it's to make... Would she know Edgeworth has a knife in his trunk, though? If they've been working together for several years, it is absolutely within the realm of possibility. Not just in his trunk, but in a toolbox in his trunk. It's absolutely within the realm of possibility that she knew this if they've worked together for several years. I feel like if you're planning to frame a murder on one of your, like, co-workers, that's something you could easily know. Like, if it was premeditated to the point of doing it in someone else's car, why wouldn't you try to think of a murder weapon to... This is stupid. I feel like in other cases when we've been bullshitting, it's to make a valid point that, like... Or grasping at straws in some capacity to come up with at least something that could be in... I don't know. So far, like... This is grasping at straws like we normally do, but, like, the dumbest fucking straws around as opposed to... ridiculous ones. Like, our points are so goddamn dumb. Like, I find when we bullshit ridiculous stuff and we come up with wild situations that happen to be true, but when we bullshit stuff that's just stupid, I'm just, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon! This is such an easy thing to... Okay. Order. Great, now the tide's turning in our favor. I don't understand why, but okay. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. That's not even close to... Okay. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. I've stopped doing voices because I've stopped caring. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not of such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. No, not even... Like, it's conjecture back and forth, yes, but your conjecture is at the very least stupid! Bah, the prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not.
The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there.
Also, if you were planning on framing someone and you knew that it was a knife, that you wouldn't need to grab a separate knife. Ah!
The defendant, Lana Sky, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need to prove. Nothing else.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now? But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now? Okay. I'm looking forward to getting another hint in 5 minutes. Lana Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge in the knife again and again. Okay, well at least this one's easy.
Victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. Does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? If you ended up killing the delivery boy afterwards, it would definitely imply it.
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Okay, at least this one's easy because she just said something stupid. Alright, well at least this one's easy.
Objection!
At least this one's easy. You say she stabbed him again and again? But you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you! With my master pride! That's gross.
I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab. Aha! You're right! Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
What a hunk! He's my hero, really! What about my objection? No one noticed? Phoenix? No one's listening to your objections in this case because so far your objections have been dumb as a bag of bricks.
Well, witness?
You got the crime scene set, right? How many do you have?
Oh, thanks.
Is that just ketchup and rice? Oh. It's like, I mean, I don't think it would taste bad, but it's like such a lack of flavor. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood, but now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
So, you're saying you mistook something for blood?
They're showing off how many different sprites they made for her. When she lifted her the power of the DS with all these different rice boxes. When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. That doesn't make sense. Sprite Maker was hungry.
Then tell us what you saw that you thought. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify.
Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was.
Hold it!
What? Her red muffler? Like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. So she can be easily hanged at the moment's notice, I suppose. Yeah, she does. If she wears that, yeah. She was wearing a red scarf. But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood?
Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib.
I don't know who would ever do that. A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest.
However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound.
Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance! Chance for what, I wonder? Miss Starr is turned to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities, detective really set her off. The short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, would it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax, then even a really short wick would burn longer. Write stuff down. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. look at this photo. She's not even wearing it! She's not even wearing it! She's not even wearing it in this photo. Miss Star, I demand an explanation.
The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Edgeworth's just shitting on her. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph.
Edgeworth throwing out his hand at being a defense attorney. I love that it's a common trend that if you piss off Edgeworth enough in court, he's just gonna try and put you away.
Huh?
But that can't be!
Only a professional lunch lady can be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What's my objection? Chopped liver? But there was a scar. No, not that, but something red, really.
Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Ah, now we can do this. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of a testimony. Most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. Next testimony might be the moment of truth. Apprehending the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to the side. No, it's a water tank! I quickly caught her, explained her right to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The Chief Prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star resistance is futile.
You were quite determined about this scarf, aren't you?
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, Cobra is kind of like a snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. As with most people. Chief Prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum, filled with water. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Row.
Very well, Miss Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will.
How much of that was the testimony? I could be confused. Man, Phoenix is a terrible Pokemon. Doesn't even resist poison? Fire types don't resist poison. I don't think they do at the very least. Or maybe it does. There's a connection between fire and poison where one resists the other, I think. But I don't think one's super effective against the other. Maybe fire does resist poison. I don't remember. After the murder, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a spot of this. I mean, it does, but sure, fucking whatever. Okay. Okay, I mean, it literally does. Alright, I'll press her on everything. So where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm reading out the voice before I'm reading who it is. I'm sure she means the wall next to the car. That's right. We did say that. There was a wall there, about 6 feet high. That looks way taller than 6 feet, but okay. Like, it's above the door. And the door's clearly more than 6 feet, because people are that tall. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do.
And what did you do then?
Hold it!
You say quickly.
Were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details? Yeah, press her on this. I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was...
She was a visitor. Thus she was parked in B block.
So you witnessed the murder from here?
That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes.
Is that correct, Miss Star?
Yes, that's right.
But there was a
chain link fence in front of you.
Because it does prove it. They don't need a presence. Okay. I went over it, of course.
Quickly! Amazing, the cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete indeed.
Would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. It's a tall fucking fence. About 9 feet high too. None of you know what height is. Okay. It's taller than the truck next to it. I'm pretty sure trucks are taller than 9 goddamn fucking feet. Like 9 feet's like 3 meters. Surely that's taller than that. Well, when they say that the other thing is 6 feet, I'm pretty sure it's taller than the door, so they're definitely wrong on that. Unless everyone ducks in to leave the fucking car park. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Alright, what about the muffler? She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Shaky. All I heard her say was the word muffler.
Just that one word. So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else.
Yes, the Chief Prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone. She can't mean her phone. Ask further. Ask further. By phone, do you mean their cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately?
My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you know?
No, the court doesn't see the star.
The Chief Prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall?
That's right. There was a phone then. But it was on the other side of the thing. But it was on the other side of the partition. Apparently it was out of order.
And so she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness.
Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying?
You should, of course, add this to your testimony.
Things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Okay. Red muffler was mentioned. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court?
I was gonna ask the same thing.
I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. Okay. The Chief Prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. She had picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. You jumped over. And during that time, and that's the judge voice.
And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence.
Got her. Then when I boldly grabbed her arm, the Chief Prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this. What is it, Mr. Wright? I mean, the partition in the way, how would you say it? Am I just doing that again? Am I just doing that again? I guess I'm just doing that again. Okay. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky.
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias.
Former. Well, it's even current is still... Okay. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the Chief Prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Did he have anything to do with it, or are you just blaming her? Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly see Miss Sky making that phone call. Ugh. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone on the backside of the was on the backside of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. What?
Order, what is the meaning of this?
It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies!
Grr. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court.
Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about what she saw, where she saw it. Where? I'm gonna go with where. This guy tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it.
Pointless to lie, I see.
But say the witness did actually see Miss Starr using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location.
A different location. Now that is a pointless lie if I've ever heard of.
Objection back and forth. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it.
Let me ask a question to a clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime?
All testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. Was here. Here? I don't know where specifically they want me to say. I know, because over this side. Should I just select block A?
Take that!
If she was here, she could see the emergency phone.
That's true, that solves the mystery. That would allow her to see the emergency phone, yes. But if she was there, she would have been able to arrest her well before she dialed her cell phone.
Oh. You doubt my speed? I can run 150 feet in 9 seconds, you know. Is that really that fast? Okay. Okay. The security room with the boyfriends? Because you can see everything from there? It's the only place she could have been.
The security guard room.
Her boyfriend was there.
Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A lot. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony, you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today a man has got the better of Angel Starr.
Order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. Like lying about a testimony. Like what you hate prosecutors about. The guilty. She's talking about Miss Sky. Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands.
Who took that photo then?
Objection!
Then who took the photo? It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. Perjury does exist in this universe. Well, there we go.
So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Huh? Me?
Who else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed a crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference. But what? What would it change? angle of view to the crime is what I'm thinking of. I'm gonna say that. I'm thinking angle of view to the crime because of the photo. Why the angle at which she saw the crime would occur would change.
The angle? What do you mean?
Well, the security guard station's on the second floor, and she would have some sort of more 3D view of the crime.
And this is important. Why?
Because of the... Okay. 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 We failed! Woo! Woo! Oh, no, we failed. Damn. Wow. Wow, that is brutal. It just kicks you all the way out. Jesus, okay. Okay. Distance to the crime. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
My condolences, Mr. Wright. But one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see.
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime for the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky?
Well, witness?
Yes. You ordered the squid wheels, right? Why? Okay. I thought they were fucking rubber bands for a second, but okay. Quality my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with my fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfie. Keep in mind that saving the original game was dumb. Only one save slot. Only way to manually save would be to save and quit, then load back into the game. I'm very glad that I'm playing it on the Switch then. Unless that was also a thing on the DS.
Boysenberry for the boyfie.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And ran up the staircase and down. Yep. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running down towards the crime scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. That would take so long. Squid Wheels, that's that thing the kids are watching on Netflix, from what I've heard. That's why I had to go through the visitors parking in the B block.
It's quite a detour.
That would take so long. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. And she didn't get away in that time?
5 minutes?
Oh. The crowd keeps cheering and he's not demanding order. What's going on?
This changes things considerably.
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
You have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention.
Not what's important. Would you like another caviar lunch? Stop bribing the judge. Stop bribing the judge. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? You wouldn't have heard this? Because you were out in the fucking parking lot when you heard the muffler thing? The phone call's at 5:18, I guess. Alright, try. I don't think I've saved. Whoops, oh well. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You can make pasta in that amount of time, if you like it al dente. I got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well, I guess I'd flee the scene.
Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Yeah! Your Honor, you killed Chris Goodman. Damn, can you prove you weren't there?
Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant, and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it! We screwed that can shot, Mr. Wright. That was too close.
I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned.
Come back tomorrow when you have... Oh. What? Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? Don't you try to voice off on me?
I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say?
I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
What was that?
Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes?
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo! A triple-decker! Listen to more of her stuff. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Have you guys seen Arcane? Magic? Yeah, it's in a bunch of video games. I'm funny. By the way, so. Like the lunch lady motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? I don't know if that takes bribes or if they're in the form of food. To be fair, if they're in the form of caviar, then they're like really fucking expensive, so it's basically a bribe anyway. It's probably more expensive than taking like a bottle of fucking like half-decent wine. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? My two types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. It's totally catch up.
What? There was blood found on that shoe.
It's totally catch up. Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Nope.
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
And you had blood tests performed.
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
We have not followed these rules in any fucking capacity at any fucking point.
In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Have we submitted any of our evidence ever in any capacity to that? Also, people bring out like photos and shit in court all the time. We literally did that with her testimony. She gave us a photo. He's just saying this because he doesn't want to continue. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty solid. You can at least study some evidence law, really. Study law as a defense attorney? I don't think so.
Prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Victim show added to the court record.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Alright, what's your thing saying? I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I was looking at the crime scene. And now to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were on there. Well, they're pretty similar. I mean, how did her blood end up on it? Also, she was saying she cut her hands during this, but she's wearing gloves. The knife doesn't have any other blood on it. Ah, she just start pressing on stuff. Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say, I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the Chief Prosecutor stab the victim before my own very eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This is when the suspect is admitting shit. This is when the suspect is admitting she did it. False testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. I don't. Okay. Calm down, Judge. Calm down. I don't know if that's the most despicable. Let's just get this over with.
Hold it!
And you found the shoe at the scene of the crime. I detained the Chief Prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the Chief Prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. Murders like Satan happen so frequently. To be fair though, false testimonies also happen frequently. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. Happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really.
In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next.
Hold it!
So you brought it to the forensics department. If you're going to submit something as evidence in the court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. And she got away with it with her little coup because she used to be a detective.
The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it.
Well, the man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe.
Hold it!
How did she bleed on it? You can't say for sure that the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie? Huh? Well, speak up! Well, blood comes in 4 types. A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. What?
That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright.
Actually, we can differentiate between millions of blood types with all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just 1 person. Also, I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies.
So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. It ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman.
Freddy was gonna say that.
Hold it!
Now let's evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Why do you have lunchboxes that are just designed to gross people out? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole bat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem? Do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? I don't know. Ah, I can do this in the middle of the case. The middle of the case. Ah, there's blood here too. On the sole of the shoe? It's gotta be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. All this blood, it's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. This blood, it's my sister's, right? It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. Tries to cut herself at the time of the crime. Oh, sis. Yes? If it's the victim's shoe, how did he step in his own blood and not get any of his own blood on the shoe? Did he not die instantly? If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradicting about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence.
I guess it's that.
Take that!
The blood on the bottom is the victim's. I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of this shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie, or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of this shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about the blood on the bottom of his shoe?
Take that!
Okay. 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 So... I'm guessing at this point, like I have been for most of this.
Take that!
That there's no blood on the ground?
Take that!
Ah, there we go. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found at the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe!
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
But there isn't. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
Order, order, order. Well, witness.
What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think. I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What?
I see. Now I get it.
Get what?
Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth of her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect.
Chief Prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She had my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh. She knocked over all the water.
I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness, well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the Chief Prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? Water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water.
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. Warr! That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. It reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe?
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please. What? What can I do? Your sister's confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. But
Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well.
But Angel Star's on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
Hold it! Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you just say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are! You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints! Well, I thought you had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence.
Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court.
I don't know. Can the prosecution say that? I don't know. Your threats don't scare the cuff-up queen. Look at this. How many photos did you get? That's a really close photo. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
I see no room for error in this evidence.
Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. My flawless record will die right here. Right, wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up that asphalt, take another good look. Don't give up, not until the bitter ends. This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Oh, objection!
Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can I hand out my verdicts in peace anymore? No! Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration.
So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence?
Yeah! I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem! Right or wrong, I'm gonna go ahead with it.
I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem with this photograph.
I mean, there's the muffler and the muffler. I didn't sign for this. I didn't save before this. My only thought process is, how is there that much blood on the ground that he stepped on it on the ground when, like, there's no blood, like, leaking down to his, like, down that far. But...
Take that!
I can save now. I can save, though. I can save, though.
Take that! Take that!
I have literally the muffler? I don't know.
Take that!
Oh, it is the muffler! There's something poking out of the car's muffler! What does that have to do with washing blood off the floor? There's no penalty, so goddamn I'm presenting every pixel.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no traces of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also part on a car or a motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system. A pipe. I see! And I see! What is that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
What does this have to do with anything? What does this have to do with literally anything? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing! Absolutely nothing! Sorry, Miss Star, but that's not gonna be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. Because it was what you thought was swinging around the neck before.
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to this case.
I can save. See, here's the issue. Here's the issue with the game asking me to present something right now. I don't. She's not wearing it.
I don't feel well at all. I have this pounding headache.
No, I mean, what do you think about the... Okay. 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 Can I get a hint? Can I get a hint? Can I get a hint? There's a piece of evidence that was brought up with the muffler earlier. I don't remember it.
Take that!
I don't remember it.
Objection!
The evidence that was brought up around the muffler earlier was like her thinking that it was part of the blood flying around. Is it this? Is it this?
Take that!
No, it's not. Okay. Okay. Can I ever be told explicitly what it is? Can I have it be told explicitly what it is? Can I have that instead? The phone? She said she heard Lana say muffler on the phone. Okay.
Take that!
So how does a muffler in the muffler contradict that? It's the fine. She told Emma muffler. It's in the evidence. Okay. Okay, so she said that. So what does that have to do with anything?
Objection! Take that!
Yeah? Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. So I had to confuse my earlier testimony. Okay. Muffler! Yeah! Okay. Could it be that muffler that you had mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Okay. Why?
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. Do we have any question unanswered here? We do a disservice.
Oh, it's literally just, it was mentioned, so it's important to delay the trial to go grab it. Okay.
Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth.
Frostbite felt the need to bring it up without fleeing the scene. Seems important. Okay. 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 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. You still hungry? Okay. Okay. Alright, and with that, that is where this episode ends. Wait, the trial's still going? Wait, the trial's still going? Trial former, trial letter? How long is it when I come back? Is it like, was that like the halfway intermission? Was that the halfway intermission? Was that seriously like a halfway intermission for the trial? I assume it's not going to be quick when I come back. It's not going to be quick when I come back? It's going to be like another long thing. Little over halfway, still a lot to go. Alright, well, I'm ending the session here. I didn't realize this was going to be so long. So next time, we will do the latter half of that, and maybe some investigation with it as well. I don't know. So until then, this is version 2, signing out.